Sports Tonight is back again. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us once again to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwan. On the show tonight, we'll bring you updates from the 19th edition of the National Sports Festival. Yes, as we speak, teams are filing out in the opening ceremony right there at the Abuja National Stadium. Mixed reactions trailing the opening ceremony. But it's a good thing that the National Sports Festival is back again. More than 20 states have arrived. We're expecting more. And for the Ministry of Youth and Sports, it's a good way to take a look at sports development in the country. The National Sports Festival, we get our attention tonight on the program. We'll continue to show love to women's football in Nigeria after the Super Falcons won a record 9th African Women's Cup of Nations title. They are looking forward to the World Cup next year in France, and Rashida Ajibade believes that they can go to the World Cup and impress. Also on the show tonight, we'll take a look at what's going on in the English Premier League. A lot of talking points after some of the games from match day 15. Arsenal still unbeaten. Chelsea couldn't win at Wolves. What a story. Liverpool had to bounce back to beat Burnley. Loads of talking points coming out. I know the weekend will also bring us more action in the English Premier League. It's a Thursday night, so get ready to get on a sports flight with us because we'll go to Washington, D.C. Sonny Young is standing by. A lot to talk about. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they got into the ring. They made heavyweight boxing proud. And at the end of that fight, the hands of both boxers were lifted. Split decision draw. And now the fans says they want a rematch. Yes, the fans want a rematch. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And in all of this, let us keep Anthony Joshua. Joshua says, I'm chilling. I'll let the best guy come. Sonny Young will break it down for us tonight on the program. So much going down in our world of sports. Let me bring you into the discussion wherever you are in the world watching sports tonight. We invite you to be part of the program. It's the Fun Factory. So talk to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels like Facebook. You can send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. Let's talk on the show tonight with the hashtag National Sports Festival. The last time we had the festival was at Eco 2012. It's good to know that it has made a return right there at the Abuja National Stadium. Opening ceremony going down as we speak. I told you more than 20 states have already arrived on the Ministry for Youth and Sports. They are saying that this is a good way to take a look one more time at the development of sports in the country. The National Sports Festival should get our attention on the show tonight. So let's keep that discussion going. Women's football, hashtag women's football. The Super Falcons, look, undisputed champions of Africa, and they believe that they can go to the World Cup and impress. We'll continue to support women's football right here at Channel Sports. All our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com, and on YouTube /channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for any of those devices that you have right there on your screen. We want to help you keep up with the pace, catch up with everything that we are doing. Remember, it's a worldwide thing. So wherever you are in the world, we invite you once again to be part of the discussion. So much is happening in our world of sports, and we want to do it with you on the show tonight. Sports Tonight, Channels Television. Let's welcome Tolu Olorumoteni. He's with us in the studio. Tolu, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Great to be back here, Austin. A couple of weeks off. And then a lot of things happened, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
I know, and I was waiting to have you back because you raised that first concern about the Super Falcons. You said that you didn't like the way they were preparing for the competition, and when they got to the AFCON, Tolu, it showed that other countries can now see that we are getting complacent, and so women's football is getting competitive.
And so we played 5 games and scored in just 2. We might feel cool that we considered just a goal in the tournament, but frankly, we could have considered more. The games against Cameroon and South Africa in the semi-final and final, respectively, showed that we can't even compete against 2 of the best teams on Africa. By the way, Cameroon and South Africa are 2 nations that have both gotten to at least the semi-finals for each of the last 7 AFCONs, dating back to 2006. And so we expected that we're going to be the biggest opponents for us in that tournament. We played South Africa twice, couldn't score against them from open play, lost against them once. I mean, it tells when we keep playing under 16 boys, under 14 boys, and we're preparing for a major tournament. Yes, I know that there are financial constraints from the NFF, but again, I think the priority is wrong. We can't prioritize the Super Eagles so high and place the Super Falcons so low. let us not forget that when we talk about football in Nigeria, the Super Falcons are the most successful football team in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. It is the fact. They've won more titles than even the men. We know that the Super Eagles are the cash cow for the NFF, but you can't price them so low.
Yeah.
You need to give them and show them some measure of respect.
Yeah.
And that they have not had.
Sure
and
love.
they've gone on the way again to do it as expected, but it almost caught up with us. The lack of preparation, the arrogance, and the level of complacency almost caught up with us. We scored in just 2 games in 5. If nothing shocks us, that should shock us.
That should shock us. I will need to do more, particularly that the Super Falcons will be competing at next year's World Cup in France. Fasten your seatbelt. Let's go to Washington, D.C. Sonny Young is ready for us tonight, and whenever Sonny Young comes on the program, he comes with some spark. Sonny, it's good to have your sports tonight.
Austin, great to be back on the award-winning Channels Television and the Sports Tonight Fun Factory.
That's what it is, Sonny. Sonny, it was so close for the Super Falcons. But yes, your prediction was right. They went on to win a 9th African Women's Cup of Nations title.
Kudos to the Super Falcons, Austin. I think I did predict a 2-1 victory by the Falcons over the South African ladies, but it did go to penalty kicks, and experience won out. They've been in those situations before, Austin. So now I give credit to the Nigerian ladies. Now I'm sure they're very excited and eager to find out their grouping for the Women's World Cup. We'll know on Saturday who the teams that Nigeria is grouped with, and I wish them well as they prepare for France.
That's right. And I also wish your team, the United States women's team, a formidable side anytime, any day. I don't know if they even need my best wishes, Sonny, but they are indeed a team to beat.
Well, I think the American women have to be considered probably the favorites, Austin, in France. Earlier Thursday, they announced an ambitious schedule of matches ahead of the Women's World Cup. And Austin, preparation is key. You have to get those friendly matches under your belt, and I think Nigeria will do the same. They'll try to schedule some top-notch opponents ahead of France 2019. But the American women, I should point out, they were unbeaten in 2018. They played 20 matches, they won 18 of them, and they drew twice. So USA women looking pretty good ahead of France 2019.
I know, looking like champions already. You said good luck to my team. I said best wishes to your team also, Sonny. The United States men's national team, Sonny, I couldn't stop teasing you right from when they didn't qualify for the World Cup to when we played the World Cup and got back. Hey, they've gotten back to business, appointing Bell Halter. But Sonny, is that the right appointment for the team?
Well, from a knowledge of American soccer standpoint, Austin, I think they went with Berhalter. I say they, the U.S. Soccer Federation, based on his knowledge of MLS, Major League Soccer, the players in that league. He's a former player for the USA national team. He played in 2 World Cups, and he knows the system here in the United States. And I think that's one of the reasons they decided to go with him instead of, say, a more experienced European coach. And they apparently had a short list, I say short list, of about 30 candidates for that USA coaching position. And there were some European managers interested. But Greg Berhalter, he said that he hopes to establish a good system that can get the USA back to the World Cup, Austin. And I think that's the hope of many American soccer fans. He'll make his debut as the USA coach next month against Panama in a friendly match.
Panama. That's one that they can win and give him a good start. And Sonny is 45. That's quite young. Experience, is it not needed at that level?
Well, he comes to the USA national team, Austin, from Major League Soccer. He previously coached the Columbus Crew in MLS, and he did well with the Crew. And I think that's, at the last World Cup that the Americans qualified for, I think roughly half the team was made up of MLS players. So we'll see what direction Greg Berhalter goes, but fingers crossed, Austin, that the Americans can get back to the World Cup.
Yeah, they need to get back to winning ways. I just want to wish Berhalter all the best also with the U.S. men's national team. Sonny, let's play some basketball now. LeBron James, Paul George, big scorers in the NBA.
Let me give some shout-outs here, Austin. LeBron, 42 points last night for the Lakers. They were victorious. Paul George, 47 points, 25 in the fourth quarter. The Thunder beat the Brooklyn Nets by 2 points in New York City. Our good friend Russell Westbrook, Austin, we have to continue to test him for alien DNA. We have to, Austin. He recorded his 108th career triple-double. Yes, we need to test him for alien DNA. Westbrook, still a great all-around player. 21 points, 17 assists, and 15 rebounds.
Wow.
So, yeah, Westbrook is still a fantastic all-around player. And one more shout-out for Steph Curry. He had 42 points last night in sort of a rematch of the NBA Finals. Two teams going in completely opposite directions, Austin. The Warriors getting back on track now that Steph Curry is back in the lineup. I remember I was telling you how he had a groin injury, and they lost more than a few games when Steph was sidelined, but he's healthy now. They rolled over the Cavaliers last night. Cavaliers now playing without LeBron James, as well as Kevin Love, who's injured. They now have one of the worst teams in the NBA, Austin. They're rebuilding. They've won only 5 games this year, so the Cavaliers will not make the playoffs. But I think we talk about the Warriors. I think they're still probably the team to beat in the NBA, especially when they're healthy. When they got Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and Draymond Green. I mean, they've got an all-star lineup, Austin.
That's what it is, Sonny. I was wondering what you're trying to tell me. That's not an ordinary team. It's an all-star team, the Golden State Warriors. Sonny, 108 career triple-double. Russell Westbrook.
Fantastic. Unbelievable. And yes, we'll break out our testing kit once again, Austin. But I think that makes him, I believe he's now 3rd all-time in career triple-doubles. But yeah, just a great, great player. Awesome. Russell Westbrook. And now with Paul George, we'll see where the Thunder goes. I think they'll probably make it to the playoffs, Austin.
Let's see. Talk to me about your team, Sonny, the Washington Wizards. What's going on?
Go Wizards! Yes, they won their game last night, Austin. They won in Atlanta, Georgia. They clipped the wings of the Atlanta Hawks. From an all-star standpoint, their 2 all-star guards, John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall did not play last night for undisclosed personal reasons. I'm not quite sure why he was not on the court, but Bradley Beal picked up the slack. He had 36 points, 9 assists, both game high totals, and the Wizards starting to play a little better now, Austin. I'm, again, keeping my fingers crossed that they can make a push for the playoffs.
That's really a good one for Sonny Young and the Washington Wizards. Sonny, just stay right there, but get your boxing gloves ready. We will go on this break. When we come back, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, that fight we will analyze. We'll go boxing with Sonny Young, so don't go anywhere. Stay.
Coming back, Phil. Round 2.